Hi, my name is Carrie, and like they mentioned, we are Little Monsters Culinary, and we are here today to teach you a really fun dessert recipe. It's kind of a twist on the churro, like a churro and chips and dip, but dessert style. So we're going to first make churro chips with easy 3 ingredients. We just have some oil here, any vegetable oil, corn oil, peanut oil, even olive oil will do. And then I have cinnamon and sugar, just mixed together in this little bowl. And then just a regular flour tortilla. And then we're also, for our chips, we're going to make a horchata cream cheese dip to go with it. So super yummy and a great combination. I love chips and dip, and I love churro and horchata. So first, the girls are going to take their pastry brushes. So take your pastry brush, girls. You're going to dip it in the oil. And you're just going to paint your tortilla with oil, so it's completely covered with oil. And you want to make sure, good job, yep, and keep dipping it in there, and you want to make sure that you're getting all the way to the edge of the tortilla, and the oil is going to help the cinnamon and sugar stick, and then also make it really crispy and brown, just like a tortilla chip. We like our chips crispy, right? And one thing that some kids have done in past classes has taken the thing of oil and dumped it on the flour tortilla, and that would be way too much oil. So just make sure you're just dipping your brush in the oil and then just painting the whole thing. That looks great. That's perfect. That's perfect, Summer. So then you can put that down. Awesome. And I'll move that out of the way so they can see you. So then I call these the pinchers. You're going to take your 3 pinchers, very good, Summer, and you're going to grab a little handful with your pinchers, yep, and then you're going to sprinkle the whole tortilla with the cinnamon and sugar, so it's completely covered. So you grab a little bit more, and then you want to just sprinkle just like that all over, and again you want to make sure that you're getting the edges too, because that's perfect, Sierra. You can put that down and you can start sprinkling. We want to make sure we have that cinnamon sugar on and all the chips. Yeah, the middle too. She whispered in the middle and the edges, the whole thing. We want our chips to be super sweet. So we just sprinkle over the whole thing. Again, just making sure we get the edges. Here you go, Summer. Keep going, you do it. We're doing this together. All right, here you go, Sierra. And then once we have our tortilla covered with cinnamon and sugar, we're just going to take a little pizza cutter, or if you don't have a pizza cutter, you can just use a regular knife. And then we're going to cut the tortilla, and so there are little chip shapes. So just a little more on yours. Let's see, yours is looking good. Maybe a little more on those edges here. You want to get your edges a little more? I really like to make sure it's really completely covered with cinnamon and sugar. That's what makes it so delicious. Okay, so Sierra, so the way we cut our chips is we're going to go once down the middle, and then across, so we have 4 sections now. And now we're going to make each section, divide those sections in half again. So 4 becomes 6. And then this is a pretty good sized chip. You just kind of have to tear it apart a little bit. This is a pretty good sized chip. You can see my hand. You can also have them smaller if you want to have more bites. So we can cut those 6 in half again, and then the chips should be about that size. So whatever size chips that you want, I'm just going to have, here, Sierra, you do it, have her cut these in half again, so we have more chips to dip, right? And you can just twist, see I'm just twisting the cutting board, so it's just easier for her to cut them all. There you go. Okay, now Summer's going to do it. And why don't you do it with your right hand?
Okay.
There you go. Or is it more comfortable in your left?
It's more comfortable in my right.
Okay, so we'll do your dominant hand usually, but some people are ambidextrous. Okay, so again, we cut it in 4s. Now we're cutting the 4s into 6s. And now we want to do these 6s, so we have 12. Right, so the 2 tortillas make 24 small chips, right? Very good. Okay, we got our math in for the day. So we're just going to throw these on a baking sheet and I lined it with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, just make sure you spray your baking sheet with non-stick spray so the chips don't stick. So we just kind of gently tear those apart and we can put them right on the baking sheet. And we're going to bake these, here you go Summer, at 400 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. They go pretty quick, especially with all that oil on there. So just keep an eye on it. Just keep checking them because there's nothing like a burnt chip, right? We want them golden brown. And all the sugar too. The sugar can burn pretty quickly. So just keep an eye on your chips. So I have all of those on there. Sierra, how are we doing? Oh, let's get the rest of yours on there. We're going to throw these in and then we'll go ahead and we'll make our dip. So let me throw these in and then we'll make our dip. Okay, and we always want to make sure we set a timer so we don't burn things. So I went ahead and set a timer already. So get this out of our way and replace it with what we need for this really yummy dip. So we don't need our cutting boards anymore. Remove those. Okay, our dip. Again, pretty simple ingredients, nothing too fancy. I just have a mixer, hand mixer here. If you have a stand mixer, that works too. And then this, I guess, is a kind of an uncommon ingredient. I got this off Amazon for a couple bucks. It's horchata. It's horchata flavoring. So just like vanilla flavoring, any extract. So this is just the horchata. So we have cream cheese, a heavy cream, some cinnamon, and some powdered sugar, and then the horchata extract, like I mentioned, and vanilla extract. And we're just going to whip all these together, and it's going to make this really yummy dip for our churro chips. So I'm going to have each girl kind of take their turn and put in the ingredients. So first is the cream cheese. Yum, right? You like cream cheese?
Yeah.
It's going to be really good with our cinnamon and sugar chips. So cream cheese, and then Summer, you're going to put in the heavy cream. So we need about a cup of heavy cream per package of cream cheese. So we have one package of cream cheese, so we're going to do 1 cup of heavy cream. So go ahead, Sierra, put the cream cheese in. Maybe rip that, there you go, push it out. Perfect, okay. And then, so about a cup of the heavy cream. So Summer, are you going to pour this in? The whole thing? No way, Jose. We just need 1 cup of heavy cream. So go ahead. And there we go. That's about a cup of heavy cream. And then we have a tablespoon of cinnamon. So Sierra, why don't you put our cinnamon in? And that's our nod to the churro. And then we have powdered sugar, and that's a cup and a half of powdered sugar. Oh, the whole thing, yeah, the whole thing, yep. And this is just vanilla extract. We're doing 1 tablespoon of the vanilla extract. And you always want to make sure you measure over your bowl, so just in case you spill any, it just spills right into that bowl. A little extra vanilla is fine. And then last, but the most important, is our horchata extract. And it's, a little of this goes a long way. So just go ahead and we're just going to put 5 drops in, okay? How old are you?
5.
So let's do 5 drops, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, Summer. Okay, last step. Last step is just we're gonna whip it together. Whoopsies! Whoopsies! Just be careful. And we're gonna start low. And we're just going to keep mixing and mixing until all the cream cheese gets mixed with the powdered sugar and that cream. So go ahead and start mixing, Sierra. And once this all comes together, It's going to be a really fluffy, rich dip that we can dip our chips into. So why don't you keep doing that? I'm going to check on our chips. And then we're going to let little sister have a turn. And once you get it going a little bit, you can turn it up. And you want to kind of turn your bowl too. So go ahead, Summer. Can you turn the bowl for her? I'm going to check on our chips. And you turn the bowl while she wicks, okay? We're going to turn it up one more. There you go. There you go. And just scooch over. There you go. I'm going to scooch you over. There you go. Okay. Awesome. Our chips are almost done. They're looking really good. Ooh, and our dip is looking fluffy. So let's switch this.
It smells good.
It does smell good, huh? Here, Summer. Here, do you want to hold this?
Sure.
Oh, did you get some on your hand?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's okay. We get messy when we're cooking. That's why we always have towels around. No big deal. So try, yeah, both hands. You're doing good with one hand. And the heavy cream is going to get thicker and thicker the more you stir it. So it's actually looking really good. Let's let them see. Ooh, this is really fluffy. All right. Look at that. I can show them one of these. You can kind of see that dip. It's really good and thick. Oh, that's going to be so good with our chips. So let me pull the chips out of the oven and we can show you those. And then that's it. Super easy dessert. Ooh, they look good. I'm just going to grab one here. Nice and hot. I just want to show you guys the finished product. It's nice and crispy and hot. And it has cinnamon and sugar all over it. And it's jumping into the dip. Literally jumped in the bowl because it really wants the dip. So we're going to scoop it and I'm going to try this. You think I should try it? Let's see how it tastes. Nice and crispy and sweet. And ooh, it tastes like horchata and it tastes like churro. So big success, girls. Okay, I'm gonna hang on to that. It's a little hot. Can you guys say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.